Hello and welcome to In the Know with Wolfpack Athletics. From interviews with student athletes, coaches, staff, and alumni, we will cover the latest in Loyola athletics and look back to the history of the Wolfpack. Get ready for an insider's look. So let's get in the know. One of the things that makes our student athlete experience unique here at Loyola is our partnerships across campus. Here to talk about one of those partnerships is Gianna Liantonio from the Career Development Center. Gianna, can you describe your position here at Loyola and what do you do?
Absolutely. So as a career coach at Loyola, I work with students from the start of their Loyola career to their post-Loyola career as alumni. And our goal is to get them in our office. We work with major and career exploration. So freshman and sophomore year, we do a lot of that planning and exploration piece. And then sophomore, junior year, we start to get our students into experiences. So think about internships, volunteer. Luckily at Loyola, we have service learning, which is fantastic. And then obviously by senior year, we're trying to prepare them for their full-time job search or getting them into graduate school. So we say that our goal is to just make sure that our students are successful post-undergrad, but we love to see students, in their growth from freshman year to graduation.
In our department, we have a 100% goal of having our student athletes visit with a career coach. Can you just talk about specifically how you work with student athletes?
Absolutely. So working with student athletes is a huge benefit to my position. Student athletes are some of the most hardworking students on this campus, and I think that one of the downfalls is that they don't realize it. Student athletes don't realize that balancing their school schedule, their major, plus practice and games and everything on top of that brings so much to them developing for their future career, and sometimes that's missing from their documents. And so that's why it's so important for the Career Center and the athletics department to partner together to make sure that student athletes are getting coached on all of these skills that they're developing and their leadership qualities, and that we're putting it in their application materials for jobs and internships.
And employers love hiring student athletes, right?
Absolutely. Employers think that student athletes are some of the best entry-level employees because they already know how to multitask, they already know how to manage their schedule because they've had to learn how to do that in college. Where, some students, they really focus on their studies and they don't know how to balance 2 or 3 different schedules at a time. But student athletes are always leaving their undergraduate career knowing how to go to work 40 hours a week, maintain their mental health, and, do whatever they need on the side as well.
That's great. Do you have a success story of a student athlete that you'd like to promote a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, having our kind of goal to meet with every student athlete, one of my student athletes met with us and she had an interest in theater. So she is a student in the College of Music and Media. And by the time that we met with her, she had already had an internship lined up. So at that point, it's great because we know that they're already feeling educated, they know what the resources are. And then I also met with a student athlete. She was an incoming freshman, so she was getting into the Career Center super early. And I was excited to kind of talk to her about networking opportunities within your department as well. She had already connected with a physical therapist that the department worked with, and she was interested in physical therapy. And just kind of getting that light bulb moment of, great, you're already creating your network with who you know. I think our success stories, no matter how small or how big they are, it is a success when you realize that you're using your passion and your outlet of sports to progress through your future career.
What about our student athletes who may not know what they want to do yet?
Absolutely. So we're happy to help with major and career exploration. It's definitely a fun conversation to have, and I feel like it's always just starting with what are you interested in and what do you like to do? And if it really is sports and if it's doing what you love, we can find a career for that. We also have some assessments, so we'll do the Focus 2 assessment, we have the Myers-Briggs assessment, just so that students can get a better understanding of who they are and how their interests will relate to their future career and how they can take that and make it successful.
So we hope that our student athletes are eager and willing to go visit you all, but I'm sure their parents are very interested as well. Is there a message you want to convey to the parents who may be watching today?
Absolutely. So I think one of the best things that you can tell the parent of a college student is, your student does have to create their own path. They are adults, they're figuring this out, but if you can encourage them to do one thing, encourage them to come to the Career Center and just start that conversation. Even if they come to our office one time and meet with their career coach once, they're going to be equipped with so many resources to do whatever they need post Loyola. And that's our goal. We want to, help them as much as we can and be as hands-on as possible, but our ultimate goal is to give them the resources and the knowledge that they need to feel confident to do this on their own.
Gianna, thank you so much for what you do for our student athletes.
Of
Appreciate it.
course.
Thank you for joining us for this week's In the Know. We hope you enjoyed this insider look. Join us every week as we dive into today's news and back into the history of Loyola athletics.